Hello, everyone. This is Mia. I'm an aesthetic practitioner and dietitian, and today I'm here to guide you on acne scars. Now, I am not in the office today, as you can see. I'm in front of a wall, but consistency is key. So I'm here. Okay, let's talk about acne scars. Stop wasting your money on creams for acne scars. You need to understand that an acne scar is something that is happening within your collagen, within your face. It is underneath the skin. It is literally skin deep. It is a bit of a structural issue. So anything that you apply topically will not necessarily uh, heal the issue from within, especially if the scar is very old or if it's atrophic or hypertrophic. Different types of scars do matter, but the one thing you need to know is anyone that is trying to sell you an acne scar fading cream in a bottle or in a serum, it's just not going to work. It's a waste of money. Don't do it. You might as well save your money and spend it on something that's going to deliver results rather than just collect dust on your dressing table. Okay. I want to quickly mention that the worst thing you can do for your acne scars is start treating acne scars while you are still breaking out. That is literally the equivalent of trying to renovate a house that is still on fire. You are going to burn the whole thing down. It is your face. We don't want to burn anything down. We want to keep it looking bright and happy and youthful and beautiful at the end of the day. So, first treat the acne, then repair the barrier, then we will work on any scars that need to be worked on if required. Okay. If they are deep, if we can see scar formation happening in the early stages, then we will use some gentle exfoliation or get into the treatments. But it is necessary to know if the scars are deep and if they need to be treated before we get into any sort of invasive needle work or even lasers of that sort. Let's talk about acne scars. What works? How is it formed? What you can do about it at home. Okay, so when we're talking about what an acne scar is, there are different types of scars. Box scar, ice pick scar, rolling scar, different types of scars. How is it formed? Now, acne scar is a collagen issue. What happens is when you get a pimple, your skin, in an attempt to heal itself, starts to form collagen bands. Okay, now sometimes the healing process can be uneven. That can result in an uneven formation of collagen, which can result in dents or bumps like texture on your skin, aka an acne scar. Okay, so there are different approaches on how you can fix this. One of the most very common approach is either microneedling or you will see MNRF. MNRF, the problem with MNRF and brown skin or desi skin is that it pigments very quickly and very deeply as well. Our melanin, which is the pigment producing cell in the body, is very sensitive. And what that does is it is extremely sensitive to heat. MNRF is a microneedling radiofrequency where dozens of needles go inside your face and distribute heat in an attempt to stimulate collagen formation and heal the acne scar from within your face. This may work on lighter skin types, Fitzpatrick 1, 2, 3, okay, but 3 to 5 or just darker, deeper South Asian based melanin skin will react adversely. They will develop hyperpigmentation. Another problem is that too many people don't know how to adjust the settings. For MNRF, you need to know exactly what it is you're doing. You need to have a lot of control on the heat, the intensity, and the skill matters a lot. Wrongly done, MNRF can not only result in hyperpigmentation and melasma, but it can also result in your fat pads, which are exactly what keep your face looking youthful. Those may shrink or deplete or literally melt. So a lot of people who get my MNRF done uh, have complained about looking literally old or aged, which is, nobody wants that, right? So that's where I stand on MNRF. I personally do not do MNRF. I will do microneedling separately and RF separately based on what it is that your skin requires or what it is that you are looking to achieve. But that's me. Okay. Now, moving on to microneedling for scarring. Yes, it does work. Yes, it does help in certain cases. If your scars are a little more superficial, then exfoliation can help the appearance. It may not necessarily heal what has been there for years. Now, one thing to note is that prevention is what takes this forward. If you can prevent your acne scars from forming, that is by not touching your pimples, by not poking them, by not picking at them, then you can prevent scarring to begin with. But if you have already started to notice scarring, then you need to address it as soon as possible before it becomes permanent. The deeper you let the scars sit, the harder it is later on to treat them. So that is one thing to keep in mind as well. Now, I'm going to explain to you why CO2 and Fraxels don't work because those are very superficial. Those don't, they don't penetrate the skin in deep enough, especially if your acne scars are very old or very, very deep. If you have rolling scars or box scars, for example. Fraxel has been known to reduce the appearance of pigmentation and melasma in lighter skin tones. I have not heard great reviews from people with darker skin tones. I personally am not doing Fraxel on people. I prefer a different one. CO2 is ineffective. Moving on. I'm going to talk about subcision because this is a procedure that I have done personally multiple times and I do it very selectively on people. A, because I don't work commercially. B, because I like to be very selective with people whom I take on as my personal patients and clients. I like to be there with my patients through this process because I know a lot of them come out of a very vulnerable and desperate space in their lives to address something that has always made them very self conscious. So, moving on to subcision. When you understand why a scar is formed, when you understand that it's because there are these collagen bonds that have tethered literally the skin inside, by literally cutting off the tethers that are pulling the skin down, we are able to release the skin and make it appear more even. Okay? That is the logic of subcision. You are cutting down what is pulling the skin down, okay, and allowing the skin to even itself out. This may require a few sessions, but very minimal, and you do see results, at least the way I do it. I can say this with 100% confidence that I deliver results. I don't do anything that will not give you results. So, the way I do it is in a way that after the first session, I'll put it before and after as well so you can see. After the first session, I was able to give her results from her acne scars, which have bothered her since she was like 14. And touch wood, I love my work. I do it with a lot of love and a lot of heart and a lot of prayer. So, keeping that there, I make sure that my patients are very, very well taken care of. That's me. Subcision works by going at the root level of the problem and fixing it there. Okay. If I had a commercial outlet and I had those kind of commercial bills to pay, then I could sit here and sell you every single procedure that I just said no to. I could have sold you CO2, Fraxel, MNRF, PRP, and microneedling. I could have sold you even Sculptra for acne scars. But why didn't I do that? Because I don't want to misguide you, okay? I'm not gonna get anything by telling you to get all of these things done. And you're a person, not an ATM or credit card, for God's sakes. So I don't like people monetizing on vulnerabilities. And that's just where I stand. Anyways, subcision works at the root level, and that is what I believe in, and that is the sort of thing that I've seen does magic. And then when you complement that with PRP and microneedling, or even just microneedling later on, just for the overall skin texture, then it does do wonders. I've seen it myself. So that is where I stand on acne scars. Acne scars are, at the end of the day, a problem that is a little deeper in the skin. It is not superficial. You can prevent it by not touching, not picking, and not irritating your skin barrier. If you have active acne, please work on treating the acne first, then moving on to barrier, and putting your whitening, lightening, brightening products on the side until you have restored the skin's barrier so that it is not inflamed, so that it's not burning or stinging or getting red whenever you touch it or whenever you apply anything. Okay? Your face is literally the first thing people see. Okay? And you should feel confident in your appearance, full stop. That's it. So, I hope you watched this video. I hope you learned something, and I hope you're able to save an extra buck or two. And if you like this video, please subscribe. Follow me on Instagram so you can learn more information, or you can contact me for consultation on Instagram. Lots of love. Let me know what you want the next video to be on. I'll make a video addressing your next concern. Lots of love.